everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to start up with a very important topic called quadratic equations. Hope you all know what are equations. Today we are going to start up with an equation which is quadratic. So any equations which can be written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 where a is not equal to 0, then we call it as quadratic equation. So this will be the standard form for any quadratic equation. If you can observe here, the power of x, the highest power for the x is 2. Hence it's called as quadra. Okay. I'll give you some more examples. Like for example, minus 6x square equal to 0. You can see highest part for the x is 2. Half of x times x minus 6 equal to minus 6. Yes, definitely even this is a quadratic equation. I'll tell you why. If you can just multiply this, you get it as half x square minus 6x by 2 is equal to minus 6. If you can observe here, the power of highest power for the x is 2. Hence we assume this also as a quadratic equation. Okay. Now, so in today's class, the main topic I'm going to take up is solving quadratic equations. Basically, there are three common methods for solving quadratic. The first one is factoring. Second one is completing the square. And the third one is quadratic formula. So let's look how to solve the quadratic equations using factoring in today's class. So factoring quadratic equations. Okay, so when you are solving quadratic equations by factoring, remember that factoring an expression is nothing but writing the product of the factors. Product of factors. Let me explain you with an example. Let's move on to the first question. Let's assume 2x square plus 6x minus 20 equal to 0. So I told you this should always be of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? The step 1 is factors. Try to find the factors. So what are the factors? A and c. The product of a and c you need to get. And plus or minus you need to get b. So what is a and c? It is 2 times minus 20, correct? Which is minus 40. You can also do one more thing here. We can take out 2 outside, correct? So you can get in a very reduced form also, right? So what I do, I'll consider a and c as. So now for this equation, a is 1. If there is nothing here, I hope you know that it's 1 times c, which is minus 10, equal to minus 10. So you have to find all those factors for minus 10. Definitely let's start with 2. 2 times 5 is minus 10. You can consider 5 as negative or 2 as negative. Other than this, do you have any other number? No, right? Plus or minus you need to get, yeah, we have 10 times 1, also 10. That we already got it here, correct? Now, plus or minus you need to get b. So definitely let's consider this. So we need to get plus 3x, correct? So 5x minus 2x is 3x. I'm using this particular term. So you need to find such a factors such that product is A and C, plus or minus you need to get B. So you got 2x, 5x and 2x. So let's do this here. Let me take the question. 2x square plus 6x minus 20. 2x square plus 6x minus 20 equal to 0. So 2x square, we took 2 outside, plus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. And we took the factors as, what are the factors we got? 5x minus 2x, right? X square plus 5x minus 2x minus 10 equal to 0. I just replaced 3x by 5x minus 2x by finding the factor. If you solve it, you have to get back the previous one. Okay? Now let's move to the next step. I'll take 2 outside. I'll use a square bracket here. Let's take the common from it. So x is common. X plus 5. Here, let me take the common one. I'll take it as minus 2 x plus 5. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Minus 2 times 5 is minus 10. I close the bracket. Now what I do, if you can observe here, in these two equations x plus 5 is common. I'll take x plus 5 outside. X plus 5. What is remaining? X minus 2 equal to 0. Next, I'm going to equate it to 0. So what do we get? 2 of x plus 5 equal to 0. If you can, we can also do it like this as well. Take 2 outside, divide both the sides by 2. It will be 0. So you'll be just reminded with leftover with x plus 5 and x minus 2 equal to 0. X plus 5 equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0. I'm taking the separate factors. X equal to minus 5. X equal to plus 2. So these are the solution for the particular question. Hope it's clear to you. Since it's a quadratic equation, you will be getting 2 solutions for an equation. I'll tell you 2 tips for the day for this particular thing. First tip is, how do you know the particular equation is correct? How do you know you have solved it correctly? When you come back to the question here, if you observe the factors that you have taken, you should always get it same. When you solve the factors, the common terms you are getting, it should be same. What is it? Common term should be same. Second thing, how do you know these 2 solutions are correct? Equate it in question. So what is the question? 2x square plus 6x minus 20, correct? (2x square plus 6x minus 20 equal to 0). And what is the solutions you got? One is minus 5, one is plus 2. Let's equate it now. So 2 minus 5 whole square plus 6 minus 5 minus 20 equal to 0. 5 times 5 is 25 minus 5 times 6 is 30 minus 20 equal to 0. What is 25 times 2? 50 minus 50 equal to 0. So when you get LHS equal to RHS, whatever the solution you have got here, that's correct. That is one of the solutions for the given equation. Let's move to the next solution here. So 2 square plus 6, 2 minus 20 equal to 0. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 6 times 2 is 12 minus 20 equal to 0. 8 plus 12 minus 20 equal to 0. So if you can see, it is 20 minus 20 equal to 0. So you got LHS equal to, 0 equal to 0. So LHS equal to RHS. So definitely now you got whatever the solution I found out here is correct or exact solution for the equation. Let's solve one more question. You understand it better. So let's take another one. Okay. K square plus 9k plus 18 equal to 0. So what is the first step? Finding the factors. Let's try to find the factors. Let me write AC, the product, plus or minus B. What is AC here? 1 times 18, which is nothing but 18. We need plus 18 only. And product we need 9k, correct? Now, what are the factors for 18? 1 times 18, 2 times 9 is also 18, and 3 times 6 is 18. Am I right? So we have to find such a way that when you do plus or minus for these two terms, you need to get 9k. So which is the right one? I guess this goes well, because the plus 2 and plus 9 is again 11. Plus 2 minus 9 is also not 9. So we can also go with plus 3k plus 6k. You get 9k. So these are the terms. Let me write it here. So k square plus 3k plus 6k plus 18 equal to 0. Take k outside here. K plus 3 plus 6 k plus 3. Take the common terms here. K plus 3 k plus 6 equal to 0. Equate it to 0 now. K plus 3 equal to 0. K plus 6 equal to 0. So k equal to minus 3. K equal to minus 6. So what are the two tips that I told you? One is common terms that you got. Second one is equating. So common terms, yes, that's correct. Whatever the things you got is correct. It's common term. Try to equate it to the required solutions. K square plus 9k plus 18 equal to 0. What are the solutions there? Minus 3 minus 6, minus 3 minus 6, minus 3 whole square plus 9 times minus 3 plus 18 equal to 0. Minus 6 whole square plus 9 times minus 6 plus 18 equal to 0. So what is 3 times 3? It is 9. Minus 9 times 3 is 27 plus 18 equal to 0. 6 times 6 is 36. 9 times 6 is 54 plus 18 equal to 0. Now what is 27 minus 9 is minus 18 plus 18 equal to 0. 36 minus 54 is minus 18 plus 18 equal to 0. Equal to 0. LHS equal to RHS. LHS equal to RHS. Hope it's clear to you. I'm going to give you another question. 2 times 3n square plus 26 minus 26n minus 9 equal to 0. Comment down your answers. So that's it for the session. Thanks for watching. So like, share and subscribe my channel. And if you want any other particular videos for particular topic, you can do mention it in the comment box. See you in the next video. Thank you.